Hello everyone. Today we are going to be changing the Haldex fluid and filter in a 2012 Volkswagen Tiguan equipped with the Gen 4 Haldex. You're going to need filter. The Haldex number is 111358. You can see there. Going to need a drain plug. Part number N90281802, and Haldex fluid. This is 850 milliliters. Part number G060175A2. You also need the tools for this is a 5mm Allen key or an Allen socket. A drain pan to drain the fluid into, and it's optional, but you can use VCDS or VAGCOM to assist in removing the filter. There's also Allen bolts that hold the filter in place. That I believe is a 6 or an 8mm Allen. We'll get under there and take a look in a minute, but this is what the actually, they're smaller. You can see the Allens there. I'll take this out of the plastic so you can get a better look at the filter assembly. So everything I've seen online, it's hard to get this filter out because that's all that sticks out, and there's really no good way to grab it and pull it out. So we're gonna try running the pump with VAGCOM to build pressure to push this out. So we'll get to that in just a little bit. But yeah, this is a smaller. This looks like it's not a 5. Let's get the size on that one. So that one is even smaller. It looks like a 4mm. Actually, of course, this one doesn't have the size. Yep, 4mm. Okay, so you're going to need 4mm, 5mm. You're going to need fluid, a filter, pump, plug, and that should be it. That should get you everything you need. All right, let's get under there and start working. Okay, hiding in the box was another plug. This is called drain plug also. It's part number N91082701. So this is also to be used in this, and it is a larger. Looks like 8mm, or even larger. Maybe that's 10. That looks like 8mm there. We'll confirm that. There you are. Focus. 8mm. So you'll need 8. You'll need 5. You'll need 4. So that should be everything we need to do this job. Open that up. Yep, 5, 8, 4's here. Let's get started. All right, here we are. There's where the drive shaft comes from the front. That's the front up there. Going to the Haldex unit here. That filter is right there. Can you see it? Alright, let me see if I can put a little light on it. Make it show up a little better. There it is. You can see the bolts are top and bottom of that. So what we're going to do first is loosen those bolts. Take them just about all the way out. And then we're going to go inside. We're going to turn on VAGCOM and we're going to run the pump. I think that worked a trick right there. Hopefully you guys could see it. I couldn't. Of course, I was in the car running the VCDS. But it looks like the filter has tried to come out some. So let me pull that cover down. A ball end socket would work best for this because there's not much room between this and the mount. There we go. Now to find something to grab it with and pull it out. So let me pause here. I'll come back in just a second. All right. That's where we're working. Old filter is out. All right, now it's time to pull the drain plug. At this point, I've already loosened the fill plug just to make sure that that can be removed. Drain plug is coming out. 8mm again. See how this fluid looks. It's been a while. I think it's been closer to 60,000 miles since I had this changed instead of the recommended 40. It's a little green, a little dark. The new stuff is the color of really light honey. So this is due. This needs to be changed. Fill plugs out. Nothing to do now but wait and let it drip. Okay, it's time to put the filter assembly in. gonna, I can't sneak it in there with the bolts in place. Nope, I can't. All right. I did lube the O-rings with a little bit of the Haldex oil. Let's see if we can press that in. I'm gonna remove this bolt so I don't drop it too. All right. You guys probably couldn't see anything there that I was struggling with. Okay. So getting the filter in looks like a challenge. That first O-ring does not want to go in. I don't know if you can see. It's over here. You can see it. See that? It's sitting really proud. It does not want to go in. So it's going to take some force. Let me turn the camera off and get that in. She's full. I realize some of you may not have access to VACCOM. You may not be able to use the pump pressure to eject the filter or to at least loosen the filter up. That doesn't mean that it's not possible to do this yourself without VACCOM. I used my pair of ATD brand hose pliers. I got these off of Amazon. They were not that expensive. It was a set of 3. This is the smallest of the 3. And I can show you that it fits really well into these grooves, right? So you can grab it and get a good purchase on some of the stronger plastic in this thing. So you can grab it, and then you can use something else to pry against either the body of the Haldex unit or the exhaust bracket that goes right by, and you can actually use that to pull it. And also you can twist. This twisting motion helps to loosen it, and you can twist and pull, rock side to side, and then it will come out. I noticed it was still, pretty stuck when I was pulling it out, but it came out fairly easily. And it came out, first it was the white piece, and then it was the black filter itself. So it is possible. To get this out, I just reached in and I grabbed it with these pliers and pulled it out. It was fairly simple, but the other option would be to use needle nose pliers. An angled pair of needle nose pliers would work better than probably a straight pair, because there's not a lot of space there. A 90-degree set, we can show you something like this set would probably work as well, where you could get down into these molded flutes in here, you can see, and you could use that to pry it out, something like that. But there are options, not impossible. Don't get frustrated. Another option, another one I've seen people do, is to put a screw in it and then use pliers to pull the screw out. You could actually get a screw that would fit tightly here and just use your like cordless drill or little impact driver, drive it in, and then use that to pull it out. But that's all you need. Pretty straightforward. Everything was a success. I went and test drove the car already. Took off out of the neighborhood onto the highway, getting up to speed, and actually heard the left rear tire chirp across the stripe in the middle of the road. So that was pretty cool. I hadn't heard that before, so that was good. So I think Haldex is definitely happy now, and you can do this too. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate you clicking on the video. If you would like the video, give it a thumbs up. Always appreciate those. And leave a comment if you've had an experience, changing your Haldex fluid and things went differently or things went better or worse. Definitely share it in the comments, and look forward to another maintenance episode for the Tiguan sometime in the future. I think next it's going to be front lower control arms coming soon. So look out for that video, hopefully in the next few weeks. Thanks, you guys. Take care. Bye. Here you go, a treat especial. I was curious what this filter was made of, so I took a saw to it and I cut it apart. So this is the filter. You can see I've cut it, bifurcated it, and there's the filter media here. And this looks like a pressure relief valve. Yep, spring, and a piston. And yeah, so this is it. It's not just a screen. I've heard people describe this as just a screen. No, it's not just a screen. It is a filter with proper media inside. You can see the pleats there. It's similar to an oil filter. Let me get a little more light for you so we can see this a little better. Oh yeah. So how's that look? That look pretty good? Tell you what. Let's take a look here. There's your filter media. You see it in the pleats. This is a proper Skookum filter. There's media. There's a bypass valve or pressure relief valve there, it looks like. Yeah, so this is a proper filter, more than just a simple screen. So replace it. You can see mine is very gray. Very gray. And this looks like it was white plastic or white material that holds it at the ends. I'm going to do a little more disassembly and then come back and show you what the media looks like unraveled. Okay, so here it is. So this would be, when it's whole, would be just a cylindrical filter. And you can see it's pleated. It's wire with gauze or something inside it. It's a very skookum filter. I mean, it's, you know, it's well built. There's a lot of media there, a lot of surface area to catch particulate. And you can see this one is gray, this one's pretty dark. So I would imagine that this one needed changed. If you look here on this end, you can see that it was white. Now it's gray, dark gray, almost black. So anyway, if you ever wondered what the inside of your Haldex filter looked like, wonder no more. There it is. Thanks everybody.